Hey, what's up, guys? I want to make a video on hot sauce side effects. I want to talk about all the things that happens with your body or what could happen with your body when you consume lots and lots of hot sauce. A lot of things are kind of weird and hit and miss. Right now it is 8:30 in the morning. I've been up since 2 o'clock, making trips to the bathroom back and forth because I consumed too much hot sauce yesterday. Or in my case, because I have such an immunity to hot sauce, like my body doesn't, I don't really get sick from hot sauce if I have too much of it. But when I have the super hots, which I had yesterday, I mean, when you're talking like really, really hot sauce, it has to be moderation. Okay. If I have a lot of it, I do get very horrible stomach aches, and because it's like traveling through your system and just tearing up everything. It's not fun. So I figured, it'd be good to make a video and talk about it. My experiences with it. I've literally had hundreds of hot sauces, um, and I've had enough to be able to tell you how I reacted to them. So here's the thing. Of course, you have different levels of hot sauce. You have, you know, tingly sauces all the way up to, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And everything in between. Now, let me tell you what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I had Heartbreaking Dawn's 1892, whatever that was. I only have one Heartbreaking Dawn's. It was the chocolate habanero, and it is amazing. It's really, really good. In fact, I'll eventually do a video of like my top 10 favorite hot sauces or top five or something like that. That's one of them. It's extremely tasty, but it's a super hot. It's really hot. I mean, it's not like Buchalokia hot, but the chocolate habaneros. I mean, it's up there. It's definitely got some kick. So what I did yesterday was I decided to do a grilled chicken salad. So I took a bunch of baby spinach, made a little bed of it in a bowl, and then I diced up the tomato, a little salt and pepper. Then I grilled a chicken breast on the grill, sliced it up nice and thin. Oh, it looks so good. Put it on top, and I thought, what should I put on top of this? Maybe some balsamic dressing. And nah, let me do something different. So I took the Heartbreaking Dawn's chocolate hob sauce that I had, which I love, very very good, and I made that the base of a salad dressing. That's mistake number one. All right, and I just mixed a couple other things in with it. It came out fantastic. I mean, delicious. What I did was, I'll tell you, I made it. I put a little squeeze of fresh lemon in, a little squeeze of fresh lime. I also put the hot sauce. I used about a full cup, okay, which was like almost a whole bottle. In fact, it is. It's empty now, so it must have been the whole bottle because I've been kind of tasting it along the way anyway. So yeah, full cup of that. I put in a little bit of Chobani plain Greek yogurt to kind of make like a creaminess. It just came out great. Little tiny bit of honey. It was awesome, but it was too much hot sauce. So I drizzled this on top of the salad and I ate it, and it was fantastic. It was delicious dinner. Um, and then like maybe 10 o'clock at night, I was waiting around all day yesterday because I had to wait for the state police to come to my house. That will be for a future video. But I'm like waiting around, and I'm starting to get a stomach ache, and the cops came at like maybe 8:30 or so, and they went on their way. And yes, there will be a whole story in this. I can't tell you what it is now. It's messed up. It's stupid, but it's really messed up. Um, anyway, we'll leave that for a surprise video because it does have to do with guns, and it'll be a whole separate. I don't want to get into it. So anyway, so yeah, I'm starting to get a little rumble and a tumble, and I'm thinking, oh man, that hot sauce is kicking my butt. And it got worse and worse. And like I woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning, had to go take a crap. Not that you need to know that. I know, very much TMI. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, just gave me the runs and just like a bad stomach ache. I mean, like, you could feel it kind of going through all the different parts of your system and kind of snaking back and forth in your intestines. It's not fun. So let me tell you all my experiences, okay? I found that some hot sauces give me a stomach ache, but it's not directly related to how hot they are. I mean, some of like the really really hot ones, you think, oh, that's definitely going to burn my stomach and hurt me. I've had really super hot sauces that have not affected me at all, in a negative way. For example, when I did that 15 million Scoville powder, I had no ill side effects from that. I had no stomach ache. I didn't lose any sleep from it. I didn't have, the runs, nothing. My body was fine. But I've even had sauces that were mild. I've had like, just mediocre sauces that weren't even that hot, and they also gave me a stomach ache. So it's a crapshoot. And yes, pun definitely intended. Um, some sauces will do it, some sauces won't. It doesn't matter how hot they are, at least for me. Everyone's different. Of course, all your bodies are different. But for me, I've never had a problem consistently with something. It's not like every time I try a habanero sauce, I get a stomach ache. It's not like that. It's kind of hit or miss. Another thing is the hiccups. To date, I have not hiccuped once from any sauce I've ever had, which is crazy because, you see some of these hot sauce channels and people just trying it in general. And a natural reaction to some of the really hot sauces is to hiccup. Some people only hiccup when they have like fresh peppers. Some people hiccup when they, like I said, they have just a super hot sauce or like extract sauce. I've never done it. I've never hiccuped with a hot sauce. So I'm still, not that I want to find that hot sauce or that specific pepper, but it'd be interesting to find out what eventually does make me hiccup, if anything ever does. Besides that, yeah, as far as like the runs, like your body, like, the not good fun stuff. Well, I shouldn't say fun. It's not fun at all. But when you're like your whole body turns into like liquid pudding and it just kind of falls out of you, which is definitely not fun. I know that sounds gross. That is also hit and miss. It doesn't. It's not specific ingredients, like I said, or specific heat levels. I've had super hot sauces and I've got a stomach ache, but then had fine getting rid of it. I don't know how to explain that in a nice manner. It's just, you know what? It's all random. It's completely random. You have to be careful with hot sauce though, because some of them are fresh sauces, okay, and some of them do require refrigeration. So if you get like diarrhea from a sauce, it's either one or two things. Either one, it was very hot, you had too much of it, or two, you probably should have refrigerated it and you just put it back in your cabinet. You have to look at the ingredients and it'll say in the bottle, refrigerate after opening, okay, if you need to do that, because some are fresh. Some of the tomato-based sauces don't have preservatives in them, and they will rot, okay? They will break down and they will go bad. And some hot sauces have, expiration dates on them. Look at your bottle. If you have hot sauce, definitely, look at the bottle. And, some people store it in the cabinet, some people store it in the refrigerator. It really just depends. I'll read it. I don't have room in my refrigerator for all the hot sauce, so I do certainly store a bunch that are unopened. But like a lot of things, if they're unopened, they're still fine. There's no air contamination or anything like that. Speaking of, storing food, my whole life, like growing up and stuff, we've always had butter stored outside the refrigerator. Like we'd have like the whipped butter is what we usually had. And it would just be like sitting on the microwave. So it'd be soft. This way, if you need to spread on toast or something, it wouldn't be hard, Come to find out, like this year, that you shouldn't store butter unrefrigerated. So I don't know. I guess I don't think I ever got sick from it, but I always felt sick growing up. But I think it was a variety of things. It was just a bunch of different things I know that in combination every single day I was like, oh, I don't feel good, But just something simple as that, like how different people live different ways. How do you store your butter? You store it in the refrigerator? Some people have those little butter cozy things, and they leave them on their counter, just so that it's soft all the time. I don't know. Some people are going to say that's gross. Some people are going to say, yeah, I do that, But as far as hot sauce, just, read the bottle. Like I said, if it's fresh, there's no preservatives in it. Remember, xanthan gum is not a preservative. It's a thickener. So if you have no preservatives and you crack that bottle open, you really should refrigerate it. It's probably best just to refrigerate them just in case. But if they are sealed and you've never opened them, don't worry about it. Pretty much every single hot sauce can be stored on a shelf, no refrigeration needed. It's once you open it, it could be an issue. But yeah, other side effects. A lot of people, say if you have too much hot sauce, you'll get ulcers and stuff. Everyone's different. So far for me, I don't have any stomach ulcers or anything else. I do skate on thin ice because I do try such an extreme amount of hot sauces. My hot sauce intake is definitely above normal. But from what I've read on some good reliable sources, that hot sauce in small doses will actually strengthen the stomach lining in your body. Okay, because basically when you have these hot things, your body goes, "Uh-oh, what are we doing here? Let's kind of build up the fort a little bit because we're getting attacked." You know, if you have too much, then yeah, of course it could, create an ulcer. But because I've had hot sauce in my life for years before I even started doing videos on YouTube, and really getting a lot more hot sauce, I've built my stomach lining up a little bit. I don't have iron stomach. Okay, I don't. Um, but I don't have a problem with ulcers. You may have a problem. It's not like, everyone's different, and some people are more sensitive to things than others. So just be wary of that. Be careful. If you start getting stomach aches every time you have hot sauce, don't eat hot sauce. It's probably bad for you. If you have serious problems, obviously go see a doctor. Now, hot sauces, it's strange because when I get into super hots, how I personally react, like I said, I don't hiccup. But what does happen is that I get a pain. All the heat and stuff and discomfort's in my mouth, and it spreads like on the inside of my mouth and my jaw, and it goes up into my ears, and my ears hurt. And you'll see, like, if I have a really hot sauce and it's killing me, I go like this. I go, because the pain is in my ears, and I don't know why. It's strange. Sometimes I've had hot sauce that's so hot that it hurt the back of my head. It felt like someone punched me in the back of the head. Tearing up, like literally, like your eyes, watering up and crying involuntarily because it's just filling up and dripping down. That's also random. I've had that. I've teared up with sauce that wasn't so hot, and I've also teared up with sauce that was super hot. But then again, some things that were really, really, really hot, nothing happened with my eyes. So I don't know if it's the heat or just the specific ingredients, the combination, fresh peppers versus, extracts. All that stuff is going to play a factor, but I can't pinpoint exactly what does what for me. Drooling, I salivate a lot when I have hot sauce, and that's directly related to the heat. The hotter it is for me, the more I end up salivating. That's just how my body works, but you may be different. Clearing out your sinuses, all that kind of stuff. Hot sauce can definitely do that for you. It can clean you out. So if you have a really, really bad cold or something, hot sauce might be okay. Actually, I wouldn't suggest hot sauce for colds. I would definitely suggest some wasabi or some Chinese mustard that has wasabi in it, because that stuff really blows out your nose. The hot sauce, that's what I don't like. The one thing I don't like about hot sauce is that it lingers. The heat, it's like really super hot, and then you're like, ugh, and it just stays with you for a while. Some sauces stay with you for a long time. But with like wasabi and Chinese mustard and horseradish and stuff, it's just like this huge, uncontrollable, burst into your whole like sinus section. And then right when you think you can't take it, it's over. It like disappears like it never happened. That's awesome. I love the Asian burn compared to the, let's say, South America burn. The kind of Spanish, Hispanic, Latin. I'm trying to like get a broad spectrum of all the, South American countries and stuff. But anyway, that kind of thing, that kind of, Mexican, Latin, Spanish thing. Hot sauces, pepper, chili sauces. I think that a lot of them originate from around the equator where it's so easy to grow these nice hot peppers. But yeah, the burn's totally different. And I like that, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's over. As opposed to, oh my God, and it just kind of hangs around. But anyway, my stomach's killing me. So the whole thing here was that, lesson learned. It's not the first time I've done this too. I should be smarter than that. But it tasted so good. But it was so hot. Another thing with when you're having hot food like that, when you add it to food and it's super hot, you end up eating a little bit more constant, because as you're eating the food, it's not as hot. The heat really, really hurts when you stop eating. When you swallow that last bite and you swallow your saliva, then the heat builds because there's nothing else in your mouth to kind of trick your brain into thinking that it's maybe it'll be over soon. But anyway, yeah, some side effects from hot sauce. If you've ever had side effects, post a video response or comment below. But I want to tell you that it's killing me. So when I do super, super, super hot sauces, no more than a spoonful. That is my limit. And I'm talking, I wouldn't, some of the stuff I wouldn't do a spoonful straight. But as far as adding to food, no more than a spoon. for something that hot, because it takes a toll on your body, and it is killing me. All day I'll be suffering with this. It stinks. But hey, no one made me do it. I did it by myself. Uh, but yeah, I thought I'd talk about side effects of hot sauce. Hot sauce, it won't kill you. However, if you're not used to hot sauce and you do have something that's extreme, there is always a danger of having a panic attack from it or inducing some other kind of medical issue. If you have a bad ticker and you have a really, really bad hot sauce, when I say bad, like really strong, it may induce a heart attack. Anything could. Any kind of stressful situation can turn that into a really bad situation. So, I don't suggest, if you're in very poor health, to have hot sauce that's really hot. Nor do I think it's good for other different kinds of digestion disorders and problems. Barrett's disease, certainly you don't want that. Lots of stuff like that. Obviously, if you have any kind of digestion issues at all, just stay away from hot sauce. It's not going to be good at all. But for the average person, in small doses, you will actually build and strengthen your stomach lining. So it's actually beneficial. There's a lot of beneficial things to having hot sauces and hot chilies. But you can research that for yourself. There's lots of great information out there. So I just want to do a video on this to tell you that I feel like crap. But that's okay. Like I said, I did it to myself. And just talk about some of the reactions I've had from hot sauce. It's been very much random. I don't know, when I have a new hot sauce, I don't know what's going to happen. It's not like, oh, this has such and such in it, so I know that this is going to happen. Every single time, it's a brand new experience. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's just discomforting. Sometimes it's amazing. It's euphoric. You get an awesome kind of glow about you and a nice little tingle in the mouth. And it's a great experience. But you never know what to expect. At least that's how I've experienced hot sauce. So, yeah, that's it. Just wanted to make a video on that. So thanks for watching. As always, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy.